Hi then, welcome back, and we seem to be on a level I've never even seen before. Yeah, in case you don't know, ooh, original footage. Or I think so. If that's from a particular scene in the movie, I don't know what it is. And could those be Bothans? But anyway, like I was saying, we're given a very unique level here because it's a location only referred to in the movies. We don't actually see it. Although I'm pretty sure, if I would remember seeing this if I saw it. And something else you'll see in a bit, which I've never really said anything about, is when you play as the Empire, you get these Dark Troopers, which wear black uniforms and use jetpacks, kind of like the Jet Troopers, obviously. And I do wonder, are they canon? Are they featured in the expanded universe? Because we clearly don't see them in the movies. So I do wonder about that. Speaking of Star Wars games, actually a series I've never really played is the Knights of the Old Republic games. And I do hear a lot of good about them, really. Well, except apparently there's a card minigame, which is a pain, but yeah, I suppose I've just never really got around it, into playing it. And also, I do know that there is actually a Mamor Pig. Now, see, now I'm confused, because I know there was one based off, like, the original trilogy, but now there's a Knights of the Old Republic Mamor Pig, or something. I do hear it's free to play anyway. And, see, the thing is, I have played this Star Trek Mamor Pig, because that's free to play. But I never really tried out the Star Wars ones. And granted, that's sort of an issue I have with Mamor Pigs in general. And if you're wondering what a Mamor Pig is, it's mass multiplayer online RPG, like World of Warcraft. But anyway, my whole issue with Mamor Pigs is that you have to pay for them. Which, I understand why, because they have to keep running. There are servers which need to be maintained. But, no, look, you buy a game, you don't want to keep paying for it. Well, like I said, a lot of Mamor Pigs have gone free to play nowadays. Like the aforementioned Star Trek one and DC Universe Online, I believe. But yeah, anyway, I wouldn't get into Mamor Pigs anyway nowadays, just because they take up a lot of time. They're like time sponges. And I do have quite a lot of things on my plate, like I'm looking for a job. If you don't know this, I'm also trying to be a level designer. And I'm trying to build levels and create 3D models in my spare time as well, which takes ages. But enough of me going on. We're here about Star Wars. And in terms of doing these missions, in terms of this mission, it's actually quite a linear level. I mean, granted, there are some doors that are meant to be opened that turn this level into like a circular one. I'm probably making no sense, but what I mean is you go from point A to point B, which does make dying in this level kind of annoying, because you have to go back. Oh, and look at this death here. I'm trying so desperately to collect the health on the table, but it just wouldn't let me do it. Damn you, grenades. You are my nemesis. Feel the hate grow inside me. But anyway, like I said, running back and forth in this level can get annoying. But I suppose I should just get better at the game, really. And most of the time, just run for it. Don't bother trying to fight the enemies. Just run for it, and you'll probably have better luck. Anyway, this this base is a pretty cool concept for a level. It's sort of like a base on an asteroid, and that does make me wonder: can stormtroopers survive in space in their armors? I guess not, because it's not really airlocked.
It'll take time to realign the comm dish and transmit the data from the holodisk. You'll have to hold off the rebels until the transmission is complete. Do not let the comm facility fall into
No. Do not let the competency fall in the... Whatever. Anyway, your biggest threat here is obviously grenades. I love how my fellow soldiers all just clump together in a tight corridor. They'll never use grenades this way. Wookiee! Speaking of which, I've said before I do like the Wookiees, although they can be annoying with their oh crap, grenade. Take a drinking game every time I either... You know, let's play a drinking game I should say. You know, take one whenever I miss a grenade or get hit by a grenade. Did I say when I miss a grenade? I mean whenever I dodge a grenade. Ooh. See, if you can't tell, at this point I've been doing this recording commentary thing for like 3 hours now. Ugh, I don't say I want to get this done really. I've got an appointment Monday, so I'm gonna be quick about this.
Hey, watch it. Take out that rebel scum.
Anyway, speaking of future plans, I plan to get all these parts rendered, then I'll upload them every day or so. You know, rather than spam my subscribers with lots of my videos. Don't want to be too intrusive. Then it's good to spread them out. So speaking of which, why I decided to LP this game, it's just I enjoyed it. Well, that's the end of the story. But also, I remember before I've only played the first time I played this game was in the past couple of weeks. I've only before this I only ever played the first game and really enjoyed it. I remember when I saw the adverts for 2 coming out, I did really want to get that, but sadly I had to wait until a bit longer. But anyway, I played this game in the recent weeks and really enjoyed it. It's really, arguably, yeah, it is a lot better. Well, you know, well, I would say something I like about the first Star Wars Battlefront is that it has, you know, better locations. It has a lot more famous ones. Yeah, although again, they were trying to be different with this game, so I can't really be too critical about that. But of course, a lot of levels that were in the first game do make it onto this one, a few of them at least. So that's okay, I guess. But overall, you know, I think there's more variety, there's more classes. You know, the gameplay has, you know, it's got a decent story mode as well. Like in the first Star Wars Battlefront game, there was sort of a story mode or a campaign mode, but it was just like sort of battle after battle, which is fair enough. And unfortunately, I haven't had the chance to play multiplayer with this game. Yeah, because obviously my PS2 just doesn't have the online adapter anyway. That I'm pretty sure a lot of the servers wouldn't work anyway at this point. It's been years. Now at this point, take a good look here, because I actually tried the Dark Trooper, and the basis is I just wanted to see if you know, his jetpack ability, essentially. I wanted to see if it would make it easier for me to get in there. But for some reason I seem to be swamped with enemies. Ugh, Wookiee. Okay, attempt number 2. And again, you should be looking. I did cut out a few of the more failed attempts, the more failure-filled attempts. Just because it got a bit repetitive. I'd run up, try and shoot the control, get killed, die, and then do it all over again. Yeah, that's a boffin. That's what a boffin is. Take a good look. Yeah, and the boffin class is actually a pretty decent class for the rebels because they can actually turn invisible. They have like this really cool stealth power. Really fun to use. And by the way, that's probably the first time I've seen a boffin. And I think that's the first time a lot of people have seen what a boffin is, and it's kind of like a lion baboon type creature. Oh, damn grenades! You and your over throbbingness. But look at this point. My guys, my boys, come in and give me a hand. Finally, my ally AI is finally useful. Oh, I should really take elocution lessons. Or be less energetic when I speak.
I've got good news and bad news. The good news is it's time to get off this dreary rock. The bad news is the rebels have taken over the hangars. You'll have to fight our way out.
Yeah, and of course now you can feel the real length of this level as I run a mini marathon all the way back. Yeah, if you don't know, that was meant to be Chariots of Fire. I truly am tone deaf.
They're trying to flank us.
That is another thing as well I'll point out, is that I thought this game might include some AI commands. Like you can tell your soldiers to follow you, or stay back, or go here, or hold the fort. But as far as I know, the PS2 version doesn't seem to have that. I mean, do the other versions have them? I mean, I suppose the PC version would have more of that sort of tactical stuff. Yeah, and I swear in the first Star Wars Battlefront game, if you press commands on the D-pad, they would do stuff. And I tried it. Doesn't I don't seem to have that option here. But oh well. Oh yeah, and speaking of which, there is a PC version, and from what I've seen, it does seem to be the better version. For a start, you do seem to actually have widescreen, not this sort of mock widescreen one forcing on you here, and probably better graphics, and it probably runs better. But well, in terms of PCs, they are generally more powerful. Well, I've never really been a PC gamer per se, but just because I grew up with consoles, and even though I have like a PC now, I'm hesitant about using PC games because I don't want to clog up my hard drive. I don't want to slow down my computer, and that's essentially the gist of it. Well, I was saying that my computer now is like 3 years old, and it's pretty decent actually. Yeah, well, I look at the PCs, and essentially, my PC now, for the price I bought it, I can buy a PC currently, brand new, and it's like twice the memory. I think this one was like a 500 gigabyte hard drive, and now you can get them 1 terabyte fairly for the same price. But yeah, but really, I should really be cutting down on my spending anyway. So yeah, so unless I need a PC, if this one breaks down, I'm not gonna sort of spend money on it. Speaking of which, I should really get a job by now. Not a computer level design job, like I said, but a part-time job somewhere. But oh well, I don't want to bore you with my mundane life. A lot of things I should do. I should lose weight. I should do more exercise. I should try going to a club or something. I don't know. Damn grenades. It's at this point of the game where this sort of gameplay mechanic can be frustrating, where you need to stand near a node to capture it, but you become a sitting duck. You become bantha fodder. You don't need to be a stormtrooper to hit me. Speaking before, I said I never used the sniper class. Well, it does occur to me, if you're playing multiplayer or whatever, and someone else is standing near a base to capture it, because they can't run too far, that would probably be a good time to use the sniper class. But alas, I just stuck with the troopers for the most part, and you know what, things turned out pretty well. So there you go. So a good mission. Although to be honest, when it comes to this location, I would have preferred a more famous one from the movies instead of this one, if I'm honest. But oh well, it's pretty decent.